to the best damn book club on the internet. This is 280 Reading Comics. My name is Ryan Talmadge. That's Davis Crocker. And this week we are reading Saga Volume 2. Davis.
Yes.
It's been a long recording day.
It has. 5 for August. It's tough in one day, man.
Yeah, I know.
And we just did this for last month.
Yeah.
2 months ago. For June, we did 5. And
I know. And you're going to be out of town, which means next weekend we're going to be
probably
right back
do
here.
It again.
But we got a fun one today.
Yes.
Saga Volume 2. I'll go ahead and get those credits. Written by Brian K. Vaughan. Artist by Fiona Staples. Letters and design by...
I'm going to go with Phonographics.
Phonographics, sure. And then coordinator, Eric Stevenson. Okay. But we've done Volume 1 on this one before. On the show before. One of the best sci-fi comics put out, especially in our generation.
Pretty damn close. It's
and it was pretty damn entertaining this time too.
Yeah. Like always, I'll start off, I guess. It definitely did build.
Yes.
But you could tell that this took a little bit slower approach than Volume 1 did. Where again, Volume 1 throws you in the deep end.
Yeah.
It tries to hit you with all the main points, get you to want to go get Volume 2. Now Volume 2
let's get to know these
hey,
characters
you're here?
more.
We'll slow it down.
Yeah.
Let's take a step back.
Let's get to know these characters more. You get to see how Marco and Alana met and how they first started getting to know each other. So they obviously did not know each other long when they when you first meet them.
So, and definitely this probably was more showing Marco's backstory.
Yes.
A little more. Got to see his mom and dad.
Oh yeah, the first part is basically Marco being introduced to this whole war, and I guess they had some magic where like they showed him the last battle that took place on Wreath.
Because when he was born, they say that the wars have already spread to other worlds.
Yeah.
That the front line has moved away.
Yeah.
And that now they just live on their planets.
Yeah.
Which is still fucked up that the planets aren't being destroyed yet. The rest of the universe is being pulled into their shit show.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
And then basically they let him, apparently on Landfall and Wraith, they let you know real early how they feel about the others.
Oh yeah, because some of the scenes that they show Marco is literally his race. I don't even remember what his race is, but they're more wizards and stuff.
They have horns and they can use magic.
Yeah, getting fucking butt whipped, hit with the butt of the rifle.
Oh yeah,
by the winged, by the people of Landfall.
People of Landfall who
and then
have wings and
shoots them in the head, and it just
more technology based.
Right, they really show the ugliness of the war from the Wreath side of it.
Yeah. You also get this fun. I haven't had to experience it yet, but you have the fun of having in-laws. And your father-in-law listens to the show to make fun of us. So, shout out Mr. Smith Hart. Yeah.
Michael.
What's up, Mike?
But yeah, you can definitely tell it's like when you first get to meet your in-laws, it's scary. You don't know them. And
yeah. Well, hopefully you've met them before they become in-laws.
Well, yes, but you're still trying to know them, show that you can take care of their child, and live and care for them and provide for them. And
Marco's parents are like super
aggressive, not aggressive,
protective.
Yeah, protective.
Yeah, that was what I was looking for. Which is weird. I don't know.
But the granddad, the whole granddad aspect. Of, there's the grandchild. Give me the grandchild. I want the grandchild. Like just the.
Well, I mean, he didn't tell anybody except for Alana.
Because that's how he has the truth to get out of the vines.
He only has a month to live, which is why he
had less than that.
Yeah, which is why he fought so hard to go find Marco. But yeah, I mean, you got that, and then
he literally creates them clothing that can withstand certain elements.
Yes.
Certain like Alana's clothes, her shirt can withstand gunpowder.
Yeah.
Well, it's like waterproof, but not.
It's resistant.
Resistant. But it's not resistance to knives. He made a big point of that. So I'm betting she gets stabbed in the near future.
Yes, at some point. And then you also get the fun part of the super protective mom and the son having to stand up to her and be like, look, this is my wife. You're just going to have to deal with it.
How about the lightning? How about he can, like, shoot red lightning?
What?
Did you not notice that?
I remember that being in one of these books.
That was in this one.
Okay.
How far have you read?
What do you mean? Volume 2.
Oh,
no, I meant like
read past volume 2?
No, at some point in this book. I can't remember.
Yeah, so
who did? I didn't think it was him that did it.
It was him. His mom was talking bad about Alana.
Yeah.
So then all of a sudden this red bolt of lightning hits beside her, and he goes, "Never talk about my wife like that again."
Oh, see, I thought it was someone said.
They don't explicitly say he did it, but then when Gwendolyn uses the same power, she goes, "I learned that trick from an ex of mine." From my ex.
Yes, now it makes sense. That's what I was like. It was because I didn't catch it until someone said, "I learned this from someone else." Yeah.
Because you're sitting there going, "Did he strike, or was it just a happen coincidence?"
Yes.
And then when Gwendolyn says, "Well, I learned this trick from my ex."
That's another thing. You get to meet
Gwendolyn.
You get to meet
She's
Marco's
fun.
ex, who
she's gonna be fun.
When Marco went to war, they were engaged.
Yeah, and then he never returned.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, he did. He meet Alana, and then Alana freed him, and then they had some very aggressive, weird. Yeah, either way.
Sex.
Yeah.
And did not concern themselves with pulling out. If you're reading this book, this is an adult. It's a very adult book.
He made that. Yeah, if you're reading this, if we're gonna get, he made it very explicitly. He's like, they finish, and she goes, "Did you come in me?" He goes, "Well, you told me to." She said, "Horny me should not be listened to. Do not listen to me." And then they get outside. She's like, "Oh, I don't want a kid." And then he's like, "But your explicit words were like, come in my twat or finish in my."
I can tell you didn't want to say it. But you were like, fuck it, I'm going to say it.
I'm going to say it. And then they get around to the whole idea of, oh, maybe we should have a kid. Or could have a kid.
This kid could end up being the symbol of peace between our two people.
Yeah, there you go.
And it was just like, yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
Because of reading the book that they were, the whole idea of the book.
Then you also get to catch up with the Will, who is
still going after the slave girl.
Yeah, trying to save her.
Trying to.
There was a scary moment where I thought that spider lady was going to still be alive.
Damn it, I thought she was coming back.
Creepiest fucking character I've ever seen.
I wanted her back.
Fuck that lady.
Though she does have this big glaring hole in her chest when she leaves us. I don't think she's coming back.
Yeah, no. But
that's his nightmare dream. That fever dream he had was... Then when the girl wakes up, or what wakes him up is her with teeth and bloody and...
Yeah. And then that's where you meet Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn is actually like some high up member of...
She is the secretary... She's behalf of the Secretary General of Wraith High Command.
Yes. And she has been sent to figure out why the Will has not got them yet. And then the Will can automatically tell right now. He's like, there's something personal in this for you. You can either tell me or I'll figure it. Or Lion Cat will figure it out.
And you kind of, like as a reader, you don't quite know why she's there until she starts talking about her pendant.
Yeah.
And the fact there's a matching set
of rings that went with it.
Right. And you go, okay, why does it matter? And then they go, well, they translate for you.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh shit.
Yeah. Did you see the thing where like it was clever because every time you hear the people from Wraith, or every time you see the people from Wraith talk, it's in blueprint. And then...
Yeah. But is it Spanish? Like, but they never subtitle it, so you don't know. So like the last bit where he's talking to his father after his father dies, it's like 2 pages that...
Yeah, you just can't read. You have to look at the
I would understand, like, it's him remembering his dad was teaching him, like,
something.
It was like to ride a creature, which would be like ride a bike. And it's probably his fondest memory of his dad. Yeah. Get up, son. What I would imagine is he fell off. The dad tells him, well, it's always, if you fall down, if you stand back up, you're a man, or it's, what is it if you fall down and you get back up, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but
once you get knocked down,
it's the Batman thing where why do we fall, Bruce?
Oh yeah,
to get back
to
up.
get back up. Yeah, and I imagine that's where that scenario was going.
That was a long-winded thing to say for this
Shut up.
very short point. I thought it was cool that they write their language in blue, and then at one point they start saying something to Alana, and she didn't have the translation ring on.
Right.
And Marco goes, "Hey, she doesn't speak blue," kind of breaking the wall for like a little
bit.
Yes,
that is true.
But yeah, so God, I lost my train of thought now. But yeah, you also figure out that Marco's ex-girlfriend is now looking and probably wanting them to die.
No, they still want the kid.
Yes, the Wraith want the kid alive.
Now
supposedly.
she still wants to probably kill Marco and Alana, but she wants the kid alive. Again, like you said, supposedly.
So you spent a lot of time catching up with the Will and seeing a little bit of his story arc in this. Prince Robot 4, not so much.
He is.
He gets a friendly.
I want to know more of his backstory. Like that one. Yeah. I want to get to know him.
How about they show him in a battle and he was about to die, and you see all the gay shit started popping up on his screen.
Was it gay shit or was it a bukkake?
I mean, yes, but it was a dude.
Was it a dude in the middle? Yes. Oh, okay. I couldn't tell if it was a dude or a chick.
Yeah. Which would make sense as to why like he can't get his wife pregnant yet.
But she is.
Oh, I thought they were struggling.
Well, they were.
Oh, okay.
But when he left originally.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
that's when
he left.
They finally found out about it.
He came back home and she said she was pregnant. Well, the king knew about it.
Yeah.
Told him, well, you can never come home
until you
see your child until you
take care of this.
Take care of this issue. What about the gas with the rat?
Oh yeah,
rat medic.
And they said
she was there to help, and they didn't give her a gas mask.
Yeah. Well, because he even says he's like, that's against like war laws or whatever.
She does, yeah. She's like gas, yeah, like gas is against war. Yeah.
The gas is against is like a war crime.
Yeah,
and the Wraiths are throwing it out there against the landfall people.
But they had masks, where they didn't give her a mask, and I was expecting I was expecting just to die, not explode.
You also get this weird thing at the end, which. He was actually right, but like, they mentioned it in the first part where Alana would read all these weird novels, and that's what got left behind. And they also show the background story as the novel is what connected Marco and her, because they were both like, I feel like this was written for me.
Yeah, because they don't want to fight, yet to end war, you have to fight. Like,
yeah. And the whole novel is about like a forbidden love, or like two people who don't really care about like the fact that their people hate each other. They just want someone to hang out with and stuff like that. And no one will listen to her about that book, but then she starts reading it to Marco, and Marco's like, I love that book, and that's what set them off. But
then how quickly she was to then free him.
Yeah.
She was not a good soldier.
No, she wasn't.
She was a horrible soldier.
Well, neither of them really wanted to fight.
Well, and they say Marco was not a good soldier either.
Yeah, but Robot 4 gets a hold of this book, and he goes to the author.
That was a cool
and Robot 4 calls him out. He's like, some people may just see this as like a not very good love story.
Yeah.
A trained eye notices that this could be considered anti-war propaganda.
Right.
And that these people will probably either at some point showed up or have already shown up
to try and get you to side with them.
Yeah. Or just harbor them.
Yeah.
And
now
the last page is them hiding up in the attic.
That's cool. It's like who is the narrator? It's the daughter,
it's the baby.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool. It's like what he didn't know is we'd been there for a week.
Yeah.
It's like it wasn't just a day or two. Like we've been there for a week.
Yeah.
Now the author did a really good job of. He almost convinced him to leave.
Yeah,
he was doing almost really well.
He's like, actually, I hate those moon people just as much as you.
Yeah,
because they killed my son or whatever.
Right.
Or
yes, no, my son died.
Fought in the war and
died.
Killed himself because of it.
Yeah, but he says he died, and then I guess what makes Robot 4 realize that he's been lying to him is that when he walks out, he said, "What battle?" And then the guy says, "There was no battle."
Or he said, "How did your son die?" He said, "I didn't."
I didn't tell you.
Yeah.
That was weird how I still didn't figure out how Robot 4 figured it out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Uh,
But then, just like before, there's all these weird and frankly disgusting monsters.
The giant with the balls and dick hanging. Yeah, that was.
That needed to shave and looked like he had a couple STDs.
Yeah. But also living on a egg planet.
Yeah.
So when the planet exploded
And
hatched,
there was this.
he dies, right?
Yeah. And then there was some type of monster that could suck you up into like a black hole or something that catched out of it.
It was like a time. That was weird.
Yeah, it was weird. It's one of those where you just gotta be like, all right, cool, whatever.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I accept it.
Same thing as like a ghost babysitter.
Yeah, God dang. She's funny. I like her.
She is funny. But I mean, I guess obviously we found out how the author gets Robot 4 out of there, or they escape somehow.
Because you can't kill Robot 4 already, could you?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't read ahead, so.
And then it's like the will, like, what's crazy about the bounty hunter aspect of it is they are so close to them already.
Yeah.
And we know this comic's still, I think, ongoing.
Yeah.
And it started like 4 or 5 years ago.
I mean, it's pretty fun. It might have been sooner than that.
But either way, it's got some age to it, and it's still going. So either they have to kill the Will.
You know what's weird,
or they're going to have to kill
the Will's a bounty hunter, but I still like him. Maybe it's because he's saving a girl from that sextillion place.
I still think he's got something else with him. I still think he's going to be bad. I don't know.
See, I like the Will and Lion Cat, but I absolutely do not like Prince Robot.
See, I think they're both going to. I think
one of them will flip.
They're going to. One of them is going to flip, and the other one's going to die.
Yeah.
I mean, it's either Robot 4 is going to flip and harbor him, and Will's going to die, which I don't think they're going to kill the Will. I don't know. It's going to be interesting, but you can't keep the whole bounty hunter part of it. It's going to have to hit a crescendo soon.
Yeah.
Or it kind of gets redundant of, they're so close to each other in this vast universe.
Yeah.
And yet you still haven't caught them.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I figure soon it's going to have to hit a crescendo.
It has to. I just don't know how or where it's going to happen.
Something definitely is going to have to get Prince 4 out.
And then you're like, well, what's this relationship between Gwendolyn and the Will going to be now?
I could see a love I could see a love something happening. Maybe not love, but...
Yeah. And my dad always told me, he's like, because I think he was telling one of his friends after they had just got a divorce, or I heard it somewhere, he's like, your ex-baby mama will always be mad at you until she gets a new dude to distract her. So I'm wondering if her and the Will
it'd be the distraction.
We'll start dating, and then suddenly she's not as mad at Marco and stuff like that.
I don't know.
In my perfect fantasy world of the characters I like getting along, that's what will happen.
But again, it's kind of like, where does it go from here? Because it's the bounty hunters part has to hit a crescendo soon, or it's just, or what, we're going to spend another 3 volumes of them literally just
as
right
much
there.
As people love and talk good about this book.
It's got to hit something.
I don't think that'll happen, but who knows? Maybe this will be a continuance at some point. Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe it's going to be the new 5th week of the month book.
Yeah.
Although last time we did that, we got tired of it. But
you get tired of everything. Yeah. You got tired of Donny Cates too.
Yeah, we did.
And Venom finally just finished his run.
I have bought the Venom 200.
I still haven't read it.
I haven't read it though.
I bought the hard copy too.
Me too.
Just to have, because that's going to be something one day.
Yeah. But
either way.
Yeah. Not sure what we're reading for next week. It should be announced on our Instagram and Twitter at this point though. Yep. Go check. And we'll see you all next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.